So I typically wake up anywhere between 4:45 and 5:30 in the morning. It's not me or my alarm clock that wakes me up, it's the baby. So on this day, the baby was still sleeping, but that was a month ago. Since then, she's kind of regulated her schedule and she wakes up anywhere between 5 and 5:30 on average, sometimes as early as 4:45. I try to leave her in there if she does wake up early until 5:30, and then at that time I get up and feed her. So some mornings I actually just carry her around like this after we go take out the dogs. So most mornings she's already up, and so she just does everything with me because I just like spending time with her in the mornings. But if it gets late or I start running late for work, then I leave her with my husband since he's on his paternity leave. Oh, bless you. I just leave her with him, but otherwise I just like spending time with her because I only see her when I get home for a couple hours before she sleeps. And well, she's a month older now than when I filmed that, so she's a lot bigger. And I'm baking. I also in the mornings, today's Monday, so yesterday we don't bottle feed her on the weekends mostly, so yesterday's Haka is in here, and then this morning's Haka's in here. But I've been doing a few things, just a couple of things to increase my milk supply, and I think it's working because I've been able to do this the last few days. So it's over 4 ounces, just the letdown from yesterday morning and today. So I can put it in a bag or freeze it, or I just been putting it in the bottle, and that'll be like her first feeding when my husband feeds her. So Monday mornings, Sundays, that's when I put everything in here to sterilize Sunday evenings. And so if I didn't take anything out Sunday night, then on Monday morning I do all that. Oops. I do have to be careful with my back right now because last week my back gave out on me and it was really painful. I couldn't carry the baby all weekend, so I got a new chair for my office. I've been doing, when I change her and anything I do, I'm really conscious about my back. So I haven't been using this the last week, but now I feel much better. So I'm just really careful with the things that I do now. So on this day, she wasn't with me because she was sleeping, but normally I have already fed her and she'll be with me while I wash my face, brush my teeth and all that. Did in the beginning try to wake up before her because she was sleeping a little bit later, but I found that I was putting my alarm anywhere between 5 and 5:30, and no matter what time I put my alarm, she would wake up before me, or she would wake up just a couple of minutes after me. So she's a mind reader, she knows when I'm gonna wake up. So I actually just kind of gave up, stopped using my alarm clock, and now she's my alarm clock. So either she wakes me up or I wake up around 5:30 myself, and then she's up like 30 seconds after me. I'm pretty good about working and going on about my day with little sleep. I do get about 6 hours of sleep, which for me that's pretty good. That's when I feel the most rested. I spent 7 or 8 years waking up early to go to the gym before work, before I got pregnant. So I'm used to waking up early. It's not fun in the moment, but once I'm up and I'm ready to go. So because I'm so used to waking up early, 5:30 is actually not super early for me. It's still hard, especially because even if the baby right now, she is sleeping through the night about 10 hours or so, but she will wake up once or twice at night and I'll just wake up with her, and then I just kind of wait around until she goes back to sleep. And sometimes it takes me a little bit longer to fall back asleep. So when I wake up, even though she sleeps through the night, I still wake up a little bit tired, and some days are harder than others. But for now, that's our routine, and I'm okay with it because I am a morning person. I love mornings. I love being up early. Like I said, it's hard when you first wake up tired, but once the day starts, I usually do okay. So this is what I use. This bag is what I use to put my pump stuff in there, and then I put it in the ice bag so I don't have to go into the kitchen and clean it every time. That I only do that when, no, actually I do that when I work from home as well. But this bag is amazing because you can use it 20 times and you can mark it off every time you use it. And basically it's to disinfect, and I do this every day when I come home from work. I wash everything out, and then I put it in here, and you put it in the microwave depending on the watts of your microwave. So I just googled our microwave, and that's how many minutes depending on the watts you put it on, and then you put some water in there, and that disinfects your parts. And so whenever I go to work, pretty much every day, even when I work from home, even though this is a good bag to keep everything in, because I was using Ziploc bags and those are hard to rinse out. They stick together. This you can just rinse it out, dry it off, and then you're disinfecting it every night with the bottles. So this is really, really good. Someone gave me a box of these. I did not think I was ever going to use them, but I was like, sure, I'll take them. And this has been great because how I'm not washing bottles at work, because I want to avoid the kitchen area and the common areas as much as possible. Plus also, I don't want to keep my stuff in the common area. This has been So as you can see, our parking lot is pretty empty. Usually every space is filled. I don't have to worry about spaces next to me being close to my car. That car's been there for years. Apparently nobody knows who owns it, but I don't have to worry about anyone being around because there's literally nobody around. know for some people that just might seem excessive, might seem paranoid. And I know that the precautions that I'm taking, for some people it might be too much, but it's what makes me feel safe, and it's what makes me feel like I'm not putting my family at risk, and that I'm avoiding exposure, and which is why I do work from home twice a week right now. We have the option. My office has been really great about, they're allowing anybody that wants to work every day from the office, but they're allowing people to make that decision themselves and how safe they feel. And so I have chosen to work from home twice a week. I work pretty good from home, but I also want to avoid as much exposure. And so doing that makes me feel safer. And as long as the things I'm doing doesn't hurt anybody, then I'm going to keep doing it. Right now, I'm feeding the baby. I just finished work because today's the day that I work from home. I am so busy. I am busier than ever before, which is crazy because I really thought it was going to be slower given everything going on, but it's not. It's way busier. So when I say, I finished all my work, I don't mean I literally finished all my work, because I constantly have a list of items, but I finished all the big things that I wanted to finish today. So it's the end of my work day anyway, so my husband had to go run a quick errand, and so she makes a lot of noise, but I'm feeding her because I think she's gonna do her last nap of the day. But what I wanted to say was that I 100% realized that we are so privileged to have the job and the career that we have, and I am so lucky to have the career that I have, and be in such an amazing office that they really do understand family and family values, and they're very supportive, and they've been supportive throughout my entire pregnancy and maternity leave. I have the fact that I was able to go on maternity leave for 12 weeks is just, I know not everybody gets that, but I also know that I'm super privileged now that I'm back at work. The fact that I have my own office and I can close the door and have privacy and just pump in my desk, and some people don't get that. And so even in my last job, I was an attorney at a different firm, and even there I had my own office, but I didn't have privacy. The door had a glass window, kind of pointless, but that job was that was a terrible job, and I knew I left that job because I just couldn't take it anymore. But also I was there for 4 years, and I was miserable, but I knew that there was no way I could have a baby and still work there, because I was working late nights and weekends every single week, and again, I wouldn't have had privacy in my office to pump, and no way did I want that lifestyle. So I know I'm extremely lucky and privileged to have the job that I have, and that not everybody has that. And so I 100% understand that. And so I know that my day is not one that everybody can relate to, but it is, that's the way my life and my day goes. And it's so exhausting being a working mom, so much more so than, I thought maternity leave and having a newborn and being a new mom was difficult, but being a working mom has been definitely so much harder and so much more exhausting. And I absolutely love her, and I can't even imagine my life without her, but it's really hard. And so I cannot imagine what it's like for other moms that don't have the kind of privilege